Welcome back to the channel. I thought I'd do a quick garden update. We've had a period they call here in Central Texas false spring. Everything puts on a huge growth spurt. It's warm weather today. I think our high is supposed to be 80. The violets prefer a lot colder weather. So they started blooming a couple freezes ago. Oh, the new garden hanging out over there. We've been having a fire pit, as you've seen, on a fairly regular basis, as long as it's not windy. But the cabbages that I transplanted have blown up. The salvia is blooming. That makes me happy. This thing is about 30, 35 years old. It's been in this same pot, just hanging out, doing its thing. We've been doing a lot of cleanup. We've been finding a lot of pots and rocks and various garden soil receptacles. But the cabbages that survived the transplant have all sprang back rather nicely. I moved the lettuce over here so they'd get more sun. They're doing very well. And the anti-squirrel shield is working. No holes, except for that one over there, and I did that one. But I am very happy with the cabbages. We are getting ready to have a cold snap, but we are already prepared with plastic and blankets to put over the top. This garden is getting ready to have a major rehab. We're going to pull the pond out. It's too small. We need something a little more wildlife friendly now that the dogs are all but gone. So that's going to get a redo probably in the spring. The blackberries. This was our clearance blackberry. It was one little pitiful stalk when we bought it. I think I paid like $6 for it. Brought it home and he has blown up. This is Navajo. I'm looking forward to berries. He's also underplanted with spearmint because mint and blackberries are complementary plantings. And as you can see, or maybe you can't, it's really small. This is a pecan tree that the squirrels were kind enough to plant, and it's got a brand new growing tip on it. So we're hoping it'll make a little height this year. We've got bigger ones, also squirrel planted, out in the front yard. And one of them, fingers crossed, it's old enough to actually give us some pecans this year. So the carrots are doing very well, and yes, before you say anything, I did not plant them correctly, and the next round of carrots, which I'll be planting in a few days, will be much thinner. These are turnips. They're kind of sort of making a turnip, but the tops are edible, so I figure it doesn't matter. You know, we're going to eat the whole thing anyway. So we're going to have some more beds planted. Then we get to start filling up this monstrosity. That's going to take some doing, but I think we're going to hugelkultur it, which is where you lay down garden waste, kitchen scraps, you know, this kind of stuff, these sticks and bits of grass and stuff in the bottom, and then you put dirt on top. That way, not only does it compost down in the bottom, it also doesn't cost you a mint to fill it up, because the ground here, we're on top of the Edwards Aquifer, which used to be under the ocean. We literally, right over here, have a little piece of the Balcones Fault that runs right under our property. And that is that ridge. Don't know if you could see it, but that ridge right there is a little strip of the Balcones Fault, which is just across the road from us. So we are mostly limestone, which is why we grow in pots, that, and we have the dreaded Bermuda grass. If you're not familiar with Bermuda grass, I suggest you look it up and, kill it with fire. So, parsley is doing well. These carrots, once they're done, we're going to take them out, remove the dirt, probably put it in the cold frame. And all these pots over here are ready to be planted. Busy times, and luckily we get to grow pretty much all year round here in Central Texas. I mean, even the old pepper plants, which I really expected to succumb, have started to bloom and put out and set fruit. So, lots of things growing, lots of things to look at, and I'll keep y'all updated on how the progress is going. Have an excellent rest of your day.